Welcome to the woods again. I've come to another local woods near to me, and I found this little area, and it just goes to show, no matter how good you think you know an area, you need to keep going back, because I've just found like a little weird pond. It's a little bit, the water's a little bit low now because we've had such a big dry spout, but such a cool little pond, and it's like got this sort of green algae over the top, and it looks really cool, but it's so messy. There's lots of deadfall, lots of twigs, lots of leaves intertwining everywhere. It's very hard to pick out to simplify a shot, but there's lots of nice light sort of coming down from above. No, I might be able to get a shot. Ah! What do you think of the hat? And Photoninja t-shirt, hats, hoodies on the way. Let me know down below if you fancy one. Let's see if I get a shot of this pond. Now this is going to be a Marmite shot. It's going to be a shot very similar to the shot I took at Colliford Lake down in Cornwall. I'll put the image on the screen now. This is the sort of thing that I'm going for, that ethereal, mystical look, and this is going to be very similar. Obviously it's dead foliage sat in the water, but this time we've got a bit of colour. Depending on what sort of shutter speed, I might go for a longer shutter speed, although as the sun is setting I am going to get longer and longer shutter speeds. So I'm just going to mess around with shutter speeds, because that algae is going to sort of swim around on the surface and create that sort of blur, and obviously the sticks are going to stay bolt upright, and you're going to get that sort of what is it sort of a feel when you first look at it, them images can be very powerful. So yes, it is just dead trees, yes it is a crappy little pond, but if you just get creative, you know, you can manipulate the mind. It's the sort of thing I like doing, complete creative license. I've put a case 6-stop on, just giving me around a minute exposures, because I want to try and experiment with this flattening off this water. Can't say it's really happening. Yeah, I can't say it's really working as planned. But I think I'm going to persevere. I'm going to persevere. I think it's worth staying here and seeing what the light does. But another hour, so I've got plenty of time before the actual sun sets. I'm going to mess around here, see if I can get a decent picture of these twigs. But yeah, I've got case, 6-stop. Yeah, focus down on the twigs, and that's about it really. That is about it. What I am doing, I don't know if you can see on the side, there should be a little green light. Yeah, little green light, and that's the Photography Unleashed. I'm using the app here, and I'm just using the app to adjust and control my shutter without using a cable release. You can hold your finger on it and time yourself, or it's got a bulb mode on it as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I haven't got to touch the camera because we are down on sticky mud right on the edge of this pond. So I'm using the time mode on the app, and that's taken my exposure all sorted for me. But it's around about a minute exposures. Got a funny feeling I'm letting myself down with this shot. I feel like I'm sort of flogging a dead horse a little bit. I've took the 6-stop out and put a 3-stop in just because I was getting too high shutter speeds, too longer shutter speeds. And there's no real movement in this pond weed. There's a plane go. Yeah, there's no real movement in this pond weed, so the longest shutter speed isn't really working. What I'm going to have to do, I think, is take a nice base shot, and then use some like a real heavy vignette, and some clever dodging and burning in Photoshop to try and create a little bit of drama, a little bit of atmosphere, and draw the eye in. It's very flat across the scene because the light's gone very dull now. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. But I'll show you that image again from Colliford Lake now, just to refresh what I'm trying to achieve, so that you understand that I'm not just here wasting my time. I think it would turn out right. I'm just trying to collect all the information, or the right sort of information that I think I need in my head, because I'm forward thinking about how I'm going to edit this image. And when you're trying to be creative like this, that's very important, that you have a end goal in mind and you're not just winging it, because when you get back to Photoshop or Lightroom, you really ain't going to have a clue what you're going to be trying to be doing. So yeah, I'm already preempting what I'm going to do to this shot, therefore I know what shots I need and what information I need to be able to achieve that later on. So around 30 seconds, f8 at the moment with the 6-stop, case 6-stop. And I'm now using the new K9 holder. And yeah, it's very nice. It's a lot better than a K8. It's a bit smoother. The filters work a bit nicer. It looks a bit sleeker. The button on the side to rotate the polarizer is a little bit bigger, and the throw on the little threaded knob to take the holder on and off is slightly shorter. So it's like tight and loose, tight and loose. There's no like spinning. So you're less likely for it to fall off your lens as well, which is always good. I just love these noises. As I say that, it is silent. Yeah, I just love the noises you get in the woods. It's incredible. So peaceful. Right, I think I'm going to call it. The light's really fading. And I think now I am flogging a dead horse. I want to get back before it gets dark as well. So yeah. I think today's shoot is... it's a difficult one. I had completely different intentions coming to this woods. I was thinking of getting a woodland shot, a traditional woodland shot, and then I just happened to see this little sort of dip, and I thought, oh, it looks, and I could see the sort of shadow from the light coming from the canopy, illuminating the green slime, shall we say, on the water, and I thought, oh, that looks cool. So then obviously I ventured down here, and this is where I've stayed. So this is a complete experiment for me. This sort of thing. Although I have shot the similar sort of minimal shot before, this area is completely new to me, and I'm trying to film it as well. So what I'm trying to say is, just get out and shoot. Get out of your comfort zone. Be creative. Take a video camera with you, because, you know, providing I've done what I'm supposed to have done, we should have some fairly nice shots to look at. Ooh. I'm setting myself up for failure. But yeah, you need to try. You just get out and try. And sometimes you got to go with the flow. Like I said, I went out of a plan. I'm down here, and here we are, shooting muddy, wet, green, mildewy water. Also, got a new insulated jacket. It's a Montane Montane Featherlight Down. It's red, obviously, and I wanted to follow that red theme. The red jacket, winter jacket I've got, the Gore-Tex jacket. I never had just a normal, everyday jacket in red. So now when you see my videos, I'll just constantly be in red all year round. So yeah, I'm rambling, so I think I'm finished. But before I go, I know obviously that everything was going on with the virus, the COVID thing. Everyone's, like myself, has stopped doing workshops. But as from the 4th of this month, the 4th of July, what are we now? The 1st of July. As from the 4th of July, I'm going to be offering one-to-one workshops again. So, up on the website on the screen now. Just go to photoninjaphotography.com, head over to my workshop page. All my details is on there. There's a contact me page at the bottom. Fill that out, send me a message, and we'll get you booked up for a one-to-one. So we can get back out. Taking pictures together, and we can both learn something. There are some places left, I believe, on our workshop that myself and Chris Sale are hosting back down in Bude. It's a long exposure workshop. It's a sunset shoot. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we get some colour. But yeah, there are some spaces. So head over to Chris's website. I'll put the link down below to Chris's website. And get in contact with Chris, and Chris will book you on. Hopefully all the places haven't gone by the time you've just seen this video. Right, I'm rambling once again. I know that was a lot of information to take in, but all you need to remember is my one-to-one workshops from the 4th of July, and Chris and myself are running a workshop down in Bude, long exposure. Head over to Chris's website, all down below. Book yourself a spot, and let's get out shooting. I'm Photoninja. This is the woods. This is a mouldy pond, and the midges are now out, so I'm definitely going. See you next week. Ciao.